Hey street friends, it's Megan. Welcome back here to the Wolterman Homestead. I feel like all of a sudden it's a circus. Does anybody else have animals that like the minute you come outside they come running to you? That's our chickens. But I wanted to bring you out here to the garden because it's been a while. Now we have had our frosts and I saw some snow flurries earlier today. So everything out here is definitely gone. It is dead. But I have learned a lot in this garden this year. You know, whenever you move to a new property and you have to transition and you have to establish and set things up, it can be hard, and it is hard, but you learn a lot from it. And so this garden is our herbal medicinal garden. I've got all sorts of things growing in here. I have this big mullein plant. There are actually two of them that I planted, that I actually transplanted from our property. But there was like your typical herbs like basil and thyme and oregano, things like that. But then I had some fun things like skullcap and jewelweed. There were zinnias out here, nasturtiums. I just had all the different medicinals and all of the different herbs out here. I had ginger. That was an experiment that I grew, that I pulled from like the potato bin type container, and I noticed that it was sprouting, and so I dug a hole and planted it, and it just was so cool to watch it grow and then to collect ginger. But like next year, I just keep planning and dreaming and thinking about what I'm gonna plant out here and what I'm gonna do, where I'm gonna put things, what's it gonna look like, because I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot with the season this year and how the soil is and just all the things. So some things that I will probably do differently are these pavers. They look really cool, they're really pretty, but I found that the wood, with the weathering and things, they've kind of shrank and like expanded, and so I'm probably gonna need to do a little adjusting come next spring. But I am just really excited. I will probably rip up the black paper that is sitting here and put down some fresh compost. That really wasn't in the budget earlier this year because, you know, moving is expensive and it's a lot. But to put down some fresh compost and plant new things and just see this garden take off way better than it did this spring. I am so blessed for the things that I got out of it and for the things that I harvested and collected and the beauty that it brought. And it was like my quiet place, the place where I just kind of sat. It was the place that the kids would come in, they'd come out here and play and have fun, and Dylan enjoyed it as well. But I'm just really excited to plant and plan for next year. I would love to see some recommendations if you guys have any for things that like you think we should plant. I mean, out here I had mullein and ginger and all the basils. Oh, hello. Hello. I had basils and you see the cat. This is Honey. She came with the house. But I just had all the different things and the different pollinators. Do you have a pollinator plant that you find just to really bring in the pollinators? That's something that brings you joy that I might, you know, look around for some seeds to plant. Do you have something that climbs trellises really good? Like the fencing, if I planted it along the fencing? I would just love to hear your thoughts on the garden, because gardening is an experiment and it's a lot of fun and it brings so much joy, doesn't it? It brings so much joy. But I hope that you are planning for next year and plan big. Even if it doesn't all happen, just plan and dream, because it's good and it's beautiful to plan and dream and to have ideas and to experiment, because that's where learning happens. It's how we learn. It's how we grow. You know, Jeremy Camp has a song that is something about like the garden doesn't grow without rain, and that is life. You know, we don't grow without rain. We don't grow without hard things happening, and it goes the same in the garden. So I'm excited to see what this garden holds come next year and just the blessings that it brought this year. And we are just so grateful for the blessings that it brought and the beautiful things that it grew and the things that it provided. Lots of hard work and lots of tears, but it was beautiful and it has been worth it. I do want to introduce you guys to somebody. This is Lady. Aren't you? You Lady. This is Dylan's family dog. Just life has happened, and we have taken her in, and she is just a beautiful little addition to our home. I call her like the grandma of dogs. She loves the kids and just doesn't leave their side and just snuggles with them and watches over them, and she has been a wonderful addition to our home and to our homestead. I don't know if I've shared here on our YouTube channel. I think it was last month we lost Chopper, our oldest coon dog, and so she has just kind of filled that spot, haven't you? Yeah, you've helped heal. Yes, you have. She's helped heal our hearts and bring joy, haven't you? Yeah, is that a good spot? Huh? But I pray that the Lord blesses you and that He keeps you and His face shines upon you and that He gives you His shalom. Till next time, take care and God bless.